don't know if the first 2 minutes I think got cut out. It didn't say anything important. It doesn't matter. So I'm live and I'm streaming. And it says now in broadcast, I'm looking at the stream itself from YouTube and nothing's there. I think there's some delay. It doesn't matter. You guys have to watch it, so it really doesn't matter what I do. There we go. We're live. I think got cut out. I'm gonna put this on mute and really listen to it a little bit. Make sure it's actually playing. Is it running at all? Play. And it says now in broadcast. Right. It works, and no one's gonna watch it. So some people are watching it. 3 of you foolish people are watching me. So thank you for joining. I typed hello into the chat, and it's a little slow, to be honest. Like, not like video's not slow, but what I'm seeing on my main actual monitor, like what I'm actually saying, is maybe like a little bit delayed, like 30 seconds delayed from what you guys see. So it is live, but it's not exciting live. It's not like very fast live, like instant recap, everything happening at once. It's just kind of live in that people, streaming, and people can watch it if they want to. But they might not, because no one knows that I'm live, because I didn't put it anywhere. I just put it on YouTube a few days ago, and I didn't actually share it anywhere. I'm going to share it now. On the right Facebook, though. I got to share my correct Facebook. I have 2 Facebooks, actually 3. One of them I got locked out of, but it's not closed or anything. But other Facebook, my main Facebook, I can go on Firefox now to use that one. I posted it live here. I'm going to post it on my X, which only has like 100 followers, and like half of them, like 80% of them are fake, and like most other ones are GCFs or other goons, whatever you call them. And as usual, the annoying, childish guy, Kane, is going off at me again. As soon as one of you guys, he goes off on me about me being a sinner and types in all caps like a 10-year-old that used AOL in 1995. It's kind of funny. These people type in all caps, makes him look really stupid. Honestly, he's really dumb. Another one, Mr. Bergars, Bergars, perhaps you pronounce that. It's pretty stupid too. It's a bunch of goofy people making alts of me. I think goofy's a nice way to put it. It's more it's more malicious than being goofy. They do it to disparage me and insult me. There's the false black guy goes by Leroy apparently, and he says that I'm racist all the time. I mean, it's okay if Jesse PS dresses in blackface and goes on incoherent rants about blacks and Jews, but me, I say the word Darth to mock Indian accents. I'm literally Hitler. That's just one of those things. It's like, it's a double standard, you know? If I do it, it's the worst thing ever. If anyone else does it, it's okay. I've come to accept that. I've accepted that for a long time now, ever since I was a little kid. Me doing something mildly bad is much worse than almost anyone else doing something terrible. I think few people have the same, I think it's definitely a double standard where I'm on the business end, the bad end of the double standards, where me doing something is much worse than almost anyone else doing the same thing. Or maybe I'm just whiny. I'm whiny, yeah. I mean, there's no me about it. I am whiny. I'm a very whiny kid, so maybe there's no truth to that. Maybe I'm just whining at you guys, and there's absolutely no truth to what I'm saying or anything, so I don't know. You got some people here? Yeah, I blocked you because you're annoying. Not the most annoying one, though. So I don't know why I blocked you over the other ones. The other ones are actually more annoying than you. But then you have other fans. Doesn't matter. And your number one, let's see, channel. I'm looking at channel activity. You joined 5 years ago, apparently. You've had this AI Mr. Burgers account for 5 years, or you recently changed this username to that name to your current name, whatever. Because I don't know how that. It says your account is 5 years old, but your username is very recent, I think. You guys are weird. I don't get the appeal of me in general. I'm weird and I'm annoying, and you guys are obsessed with me somehow. I don't really get it. Maybe I should be more understanding and try to understand things more. This is Midweek Mania, but I'm not very manic right now, so it's kind of false advertising, isn't it? Definitely false advertising on my part. I go to Midweek Mania and I'm calm and boring. It's like LGR, Lazy Game Reviews. He calls himself Lazy Game Reviews, yet he spends hours and hours dedicating his life to the very complicated technological advances and like repairing outdated, dusty machinery and spending hours and hours like dusting out computers with a toothbrush. That's pretty impressive, you know. I definitely say he's not lazy at all. LGR is not lazy. He's calm and patient with things. He's not lazy at all. So apparently, according to the Lord himself, one of his creepy, annoying friends is going to be tracking me. So whatever, he's going to be putting trackers on my phone or running tracking device on my phone. I'm not surprised. People are obsessed with me, including this autistic freak, Jose, one of Jose's many friends. I don't understand the appeal of Jose. He has a lot of friends apparently, but he's just he's like, to me, Jose is like a bad parody of like a 4chan user. It's like some AI. I mean, me calling someone else AI is funny, but it's like some 4chan loser came up with an AI program and fed it nothing but 4chan memes, forced memes, and bad jokes, and it's about outcomes operatives on internet presence. I got some spam on what's called Discord too. Another person that some fake name was like we have one mutual server in common that no one ever uses anymore, so I just deleted that one. I get some random people requesting me on Discord they're always women, and they always end up being like 25-year-old women from Singapore. I don't know if they're even real or they want to like scam me or something, but they're always the same sort of people. They're always talking and going, and then they try to be friendly, but it's obvious that they're a scammer at some level. But I foolishly unblocked Mr. Burgers. We'll see what goes on from there, you know? I'm expecting more of the usual insulting AI generation. And someone named Fake Nerd 1984 is a coward or hiding from me for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that person. I had no idea who they were until I found them a month later, and apparently they had blocked me preemptively. But people tend to block me preemptively because I'm annoying. Maybe there's like an auto block thing, like you have like a list of people that are connected to someone else, so you block them automatically. I know some people, I didn't know who they were, and apparently had me blocked the whole time because I was like on some list of people who liked a certain product or show or whatever, and they decided to block me like that. I'm also weird because I get blocked all the time. I'm more of a blocker E than a blocker, meaning I'm the one who gets blocked rather than the one who blocks. So I do post-emptively block people. Someone blocks me, I usually block them in return as like to get back at them for blocking me. It's kind of annoying when people block me. I don't like it, but it happens when you're annoying and you're weird, and I'm both those things, so I get blocked. That's one of the things that will happen when you're weird and you're repetitive and you go on and on about unimportant things. People tend to block you, or if you're weird and push boundaries and try to talk to someone who's not interested in you, they'll block you there too. That definitely happens. Kind of sad, but it's gonna happen sometimes, you know. And then when you get blocked and someone you liked or whatever, you just gotta get over it. It's hard to get over things. I know I'm not a master of getting over anything myself. That's not what I do. I don't get over things. I tend to perseverate on irrelevant, random things and blame other people for not believing in things that I believe. And then I go on and on even more, and that's just what happens. And then I get more blocks because I'm going on more and more. It's part of life though, getting blocked, blocking. It's just one of those things. It's been around for a long time, but with the internet, it's easier to block. Though Twitter now, you can't actually block you over seeing your posts. Like if I have someone blocked, they just can't follow me or reply to anything I make, but they can still look at all the content I make, all the boring, but immature and banal content that I produce. People can still look at that even if they have them blocked. I think the only way to have people not see your content is to go to private mode and like have it so only approved followers can follow you. And I don't want to do that. I want to have followers, even though like 85-90% of the followers are randomly generated people with like random incoherent screen names that are clearly fake. Even some of the ones that are like either they're fake or they're like pretending to be a celebrity or something like that. They're definitely not real. That's definitely not real at all, except for the few, the proud, the geeky. And of course, some of them are me and my alts that I can't get into anymore. Either email got ignored or got in trouble or I'm in trouble or something. Yeah, I've gotten in trouble more often than the average bear. made a lot more trouble made a lot more trouble than the average bear, or more trouble than the average human too. Definitely more trouble. I'm definitely a troublemaker sometimes. When I get upset, I go off on people, and then I do things I shouldn't and say things I shouldn't too. And that sort of happens, just say and do things that aren't really appropriate or nice. And people don't take well of that. People don't take well of someone who's toxic to them, even if they feel even if I feel justified, I'm probably not. And then I go off on people even more, and it's a bad result, It's a bad result when I go off on people. It's not worth it. So I'm just looking at YouTube for no reason. I don't know what I'm doing though. I know Jesse is streaming something about Comedy Shaman, like false flag reports or trying to get him banned or whatever. I know about that one. I saw some updates about that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not competing with competing with people. I can't out of my league, out of my element. I'm not a professional streamer at all. I can't keep things going for more than a couple hours, and these streamers are going on for like 10, 12 hours, or at least 4 or 5 hours, and it's going on and on about everything. And these streamers are dedicated to their craft. I'm not very dedicated. When I stream, it's a short stream, and it's not regular. It's not a consistent thing. I stream when I feel like it, and then I get bored or don't get enough reactions, so I just abandon it. That's just one of those things, It's one of the many things that people do. I don't know. I am people. Even though I'm immature and weird, I still am a person. I might not be normal at all, but I'm a person anyway. I'm a human being, or human being might be better to call it. The word human being is amusing too. I don't know. I like using dorky terms. Even if they make no sense whatsoever, I like to use them incorrectly even. I like to use terms incorrectly for no apparent reason without any really understanding what I'm saying half the time. So we're still here. We're not queer. Well, maybe you are queer. I'm not queer. And be very used to me being here because I'm gonna be here and be annoying. So I was browsing kiwi farms, random stuff. I'm not a fan of kiwi farms. I shouldn't even posted that to begin with, but I did, and I still do, and I have a lot of negative reaction. I got bombarded with the negative score, so my score is back from positive to negative. They don't list the actual score anymore. When you look at your profile and you're on the site, it doesn't show you your actual reaction score. It just says positive or negative. And I'm one of like the few lolcows or few anyone that has a negative score. Most people on kiwi farms get up votes, or what do you call them, and they have a positive score, which is the standard thing. Anyone else's profile is a white lettering. It says positive. For my case, it's red. Below where it says reaction score, it says red, and it's negative. And there's absolutely no surprise there. I'm very abrasive on the kiwi farms. I go off on people there, and it's the one place where I can be myself and not get banned as much. So I have gotten banned in the past. I have the pentafecta of bad behavior. I have a forced username of Jesse Nicholas Radin, a verified tag, which is a bad thing to have in kiwi farms. Not like a Facebook verification or whatever, or Twitter verification you pay for, or you get because of being a celebrity or whatever. And I have an upside down, like a little triangle, upside down pyramid, a pink triangle of retardation, which means that's the third thing, pink triangle. That means that I'm a disruptive guest. Fourth one is I have a forced user title called Spastic Retard. And the fifth, and perhaps worst, is the negative reaction score, which I mentioned earlier. So I'm a pentafecta as a disruptive kiwi farm user that they don't really want there, but they don't really have the guts to ban me or the interest in banning me, so I remain there. So I've been on 15 minutes. I've been going on, and there's not much going on in the chat. I'm arguing with Operative on Discord about whatever. Looking at my various websites that I'm on. But I'm not looking at anything inappropriate, but I'm not sharing it either because it's not really interesting. Like what I'm looking at on my Twitter or X, as you might want to call it, or they want to call it Twitter, X, Instagram, whatever they have these days. I look at some of them, but I don't use them very often sometimes. It's not much going on, The internet is kind of boring. It's dead internet theory, right? Like everything else is made by AI. Everything for me is AI, Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that AI is taking over the internet and that everything you see is fake. Now on the MSN default site, just looking at junk on MSN's spam site where they, I'm retarded and I use Bing because I'm pissed off at Chrome because they let people violate my privacy all the time. I'm not a fan of either Bing or Chrome, but Chrome pisses me off because they let people abuse their powers and break rules, and they keep from me. When I do anything wrong, I'm bad. If they do anything wrong, it's good. It's just how life is, though, So I'm sorry that I haven't been talking and was looking at some other articles, whatever articles that MSN feels the need to feed me with they want you to click on their clickbait, and they have like your whole browser history set up. So they pick things that they think you'll be interested in, even if you're not interested. They think you'll be interested in the things that they give you. So then you click on them, and then they track what you click on, and then they click on more things, and they have you stuck in a loop where you're clicking and browsing random websites they wouldn't look at except with their influence. They want to influence what you look at, and they want to give you certain influencers or other influencers or whatever. They show me too much stuff about Sydney Sweeney. I'm not really into her that much. I've been mocked a little bit for not being too excited about her. I've heard Danielle Panabaker a lot, but I don't know why. I'm a weird guy, And the things pop up on my screen. I read them, even if I'm not particularly interested in this things, whatever. There's a Garfield comic book on that. Garfield's not very funny anymore. Garfield's is not that great. It used to be pretty good, I guess. But even at its peak, Garfield is not as funny as I thought it was when I was a kid, I'll be honest. I think I had lower standards when I was younger. I actually like Garfield comic strips, even though I realize they're not very good anymore. Now it's Garfield comic strips. They pop up on my feed. So what are you guys up to, whoever or wherever you are? If you guys are actually here, it's not faking my viewership. Like tiny viewers actually not even actually have viewers at all, Sometimes I think YouTube fakes viewers. It says there's 5, but yeah. I can look at the analytics. I think it's actually lower than they think it is. I think it's like 2 or 3 or something. They don't always accurately track these things. Like YouTube and Google claim to accurately track everything, but I don't know if they actually do that. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I shaved recently. I shaved off my entire beard. I didn't get it too close to shave. I used the trimmer mostly, and then I used the actual Norelco 3-headed shaver a little bit more after that, but I didn't do a complete cleaning shave, like a full-on shave every hair of my chin or whatever. It's obviously I didn't do a great job at it, But if I want to get interviews and stuff, so I gotta look professional, Gotta look more professional than I usually do. Dress nicer, be nicer, be a nicer person too. I'm kind of toxic. You guys know I'm kind of toxic. I've been toxic to you guys in the past. I don't know what goes on with me. I get people set me off. I get angry. I get toxic. I blame other people or things that are in my control entirely, and then I get upset when people don't do as I expect them to, and even though my expectations are unreasonable. That's just the thing I do. So everyone can be a little toxic, I guess, not just me. And I'm falling for clickbait even more. Random actors that look nothing like they look like anymore or whatever. Showing me random actors that I'm not interested in too much, you know, this things that I shouldn't be interested, that I shouldn't even look on because it's not particularly exciting. Now some junk about I'm not serving you coffee meme girl that some TikToker he refused to serve someone coffee or whatever. I mean, people. I wouldn't want to be. I guess I would kind of want to be a meme a little bit. It'd be cool if I would be a meme, but I wouldn't be a good meme. If I was a meme, like a serious meme, it'd be a laugh at sort of meme rather than laugh with. And I'd rather be laughed with than laughed at. But I don't really have a choice in that matter because people would laugh at me rather than with me. Being laughed at is part of life, you know. Especially if you do weird things, then you get laughed at. And if you don't do weird things, you get people wonder where you are and get concerned about you not being around or something. And then it's a double-edged sword, you know. They expect you to be around all the time, and if you're not around, then you're whatever, you know. Whatever I have to say about, I don't have anything else to say about that one. Tap, tap, tap. More junk to read, whatever, you know. So it's been a little under 30, it's been 23 minutes. I was supposed to be start at 6. I know I said I start at 6. But then what happened was I started with my stream update stuff. I had to like close OBS, open it again, it started working finally. Burp. I don't know if you heard a burp. I did burp a little bit. I had a burger right before the stream. Well, I had to walk home from the place where I got a burger after the burger, you know. I had to walk back home. I had to walk back home after eating a burger, so it wasn't straight after the stream. But straight before the stream, I ate a burger. Had a little bit of time. Other stuff going on, you know. So we're sitting here. Well, I'm sitting here. You guys are doing it somewhere else, standing here. I don't know where you guys are. or what you're doing exactly. What I'm doing is talking at you without actually interacting with you very much, ignoring everything around me, and just staring at my computer and talking like stream of unconsciousness, whatever you want to call it. I'm just saying things and expecting people to listen, even if everything I say I want to be listened to. Everyone wants to be listened to, I think. Maybe some people don't want to be listened to. Maybe some people don't want anyone to hear what they're saying. So it hasn't. Does it rain? I think it rained yesterday. It didn't rain at all today. I'm recording my weather machine, but I think it rained. There's blue water outside. I think it might be raining more this weekend at least. Like on the weather app, weather stuff, whether it pops up, it says it's gonna rain next week. It's gonna not rain on Christmas. It's gonna rain 21st to the 24th, right before Christmas. It's gonna be rainy. I don't know about your weather though. My weather's gonna be rainy at least. Burp. I'm just talking at you and looking at the Kiwi Farms threads and nothing on Kiwi Farms. Someone posted my thread last Sunday at I guess that's a couple days ago on 3:43 in the morning. They said they don't care about something, whatever. My thread is very inactive unless I'm actively posting in it, and I'm banned half the time, so it's not really very active to begin with. I get banned from Kiwi Farms more than anyone else, and they didn't unban my first account, but they unbanned my account. They like a week or two at a time. Sometimes a couple of days is not that bad, but I'm pretty bannable. Like honestly, I'm probably the most banned person I know. I don't know who else has been banned more than I have. Honestly, like I just don't know what goes on. I do know what's on. I misbehave and I get banned. I definitely don't behave well in general. I don't know what it is about me, but I'm not behaving online. That's just not why. I just don't behave. I get very rude. I fight fire with fire, and when people when I feel they mistreat me, I don't respond nicely. I respond very poorly, and I get penalized for how I behave, even if I feel like I'm justified. Even if I'm justified, or even if I feel I'm justified, which I'm definitely not. Even if I decide that I'm justified when whatever I decide I'm justified in my behavior, people don't take well to me behaving the way I do, and then I get upset with them, and they get upset with me, and it spirals out of control. It definitely spirals out of control completely. So no one is here because no one. I mean, people are here. It says, but no one is actively chatting in the video, in the things, and no one's actively chatting. Other than the one response I got, so I don't know if people were actually here or if they just left it on and just forgot about it and they're just listening to my unsoothing voice, my abrasive voice. It could just be that's what's going on, People are listening to me and not watching, actually watching, responding, whatever. I have the opposite of a soothing voice, an abrasive, agitating voice. I'm just reading some other junk, and you guys are doing whatever you're doing. Whatever happens will happen, or won't happen in some cases. There's a lot of junk mail going on. That's interesting. Why is this here? Why am I looking at what I'm looking at? You know, it's nothing embarrassing. This is boring. But I clicked on it anyway. Sometimes I click on things and I don't know what I'm actually reading or why I'm reading it. It just looks interesting. I fall for the graphics or the story, and that just, I don't know what it happens. You know, I look at something and I decide it's interesting, and then it actually isn't. I got a weird birthday card at my door, like from the office or whatever. They think it's my birthday, but my birthday is June 7th, as everyone knows, or I know at least. I don't know. I got a birthday message from my apartment complex. Maybe it was a mistake, but I mean, someone told me my birthday when it wasn't. I don't know. I do not know what was going on with that, but I got a birthday card at my door. Don't know what was going on with that one, but they gave me a card as if it was my birthday when it's not. I guess I should be happy to have any sort of celebration of anything, even if it's not my birthday. It's still a celebration, right? Celebration is just a day. It's one of those days you celebrate a day in general. Yeah, I'm scratching myself a little bit and talking to no one because no one's responding to anything. So I don't know if people actually no one's engaging with this, even though they're here. It says, but no one's engaging with anything. I promised a midweek mania, I guess, but not much mania going on here. I'm just talking slowly, or by my standards slowly. Maybe by normal, I'm not talking quickly, at least by my standards. We didn't say much, because I usually do talk quickly. Don't know what else to do though. I feel like there's not much left to do. I've hit all the topics, I guess. Just talked for a while. Looking at Facebook. My multiple Facebooks, my Jesse Raiden one and my other one. My new Facebook is, I don't know. I don't get much going on there either. And adding random people to Facebook, even though I never really don't really know them, because Facebook decides I should know them, and then I do that, and then I get followers following whatever goes on, you know. I think some of my Facebook followers are you buffoons, you know, you guys. I know a couple of you follow me, but you don't want to add me, whatever. That's okay, I guess. I understand that you want to keep your distance from a weird guy. I don't blame you. I can go off on people and I can break rules and stuff. The latest thing people are doing to me is sending me spam emails from like various religious groups and trying to convince me that I need to practice religion of some sort, which I don't really want to either. It's pretty annoying, but I've gotten used to that stuff. Just sort of, it comes with the package of being me, getting bombarded with irrelevant spam. At least Xantha stopped harassing me. I don't know what happened there. She was going off for me for like 2 months, and I stopped taking the bait. I stopped posting. I stopped screenshotting it. Stopped doing anything. Yeah, I'm here and I'm talking. I'm talking at you and you're not listening because you're not saying anything in chat. So I don't know if you're actually here or if these are ghost views or whatever, you know. I'm just talking as if I have something to say, but honestly I don't know what to say because I'm just talking as if there's something interesting to say. There's really nothing going on. There's not much going on. Just the same stuff as always. Just hanging out with you guys, without you guys. Just streaming, screaming. Well, not screaming. There are some fake allegations. There are some false allegations of me fairly screaming and scaring the neighbors or something. But those threatening texts finally stopped after just a couple days of weird texting. So like the same, as they call them, 650 texters from a couple years back that would accuse me of violating various rules and stuff. It was kind of creepy. It was pretty creepy. I think I know who did them. I'm not sure, some girl's ex maybe, or maybe it was one of you guys. I don't know. But someone decided to send me a threatening text from a bunch of 650 numbers back in 2024, like almost 2 years ago, April 2024. I started getting bombarded with phony texts claiming to be from various people or groups of important groups, whatever, trying to make me scared and thinking I was in trouble. I did not take those texts very well. I did not respond to them with dignity or politeness. As you know how I am about that sort of thing. I'm not very polite, not very dignified. So these texts came in, they were very rude and angry, and I got offended and cussed them out. Did the same thing with a new text a couple weeks ago. These are 510 numbers rather than 650 because it's East Bay, allegedly East Bay instead of allegedly South Peninsula and Bay Area. But they definitely weren't real, I think. Maybe they were, but I hope they're not real because that means I'm in trouble or something. But I know people are faking things with me. So, yep, we're here and we're loud and we're not very proud. We should be proud, but we're not. I mean, pride is sin. I mean, I shouldn't be proud because pride is sin, right? A lot of things are sins, though. Even fun things are sins. Whatever happens, happens. Like it is what it is, and it was what it was. Which one of you buffoons is behind the Kane account or whatever other accounts that harass me all the time, like the Leroy racist watch, the Mr. Berg AIRS Burgers account. There's a bunch of weird accounts that go after me sometimes. Not a fan of any of them, but it happens. You know, it's just part of being me. You get followed around by these weird accounts. These accounts from Nigeria that claim to be beautiful blonde women. Like one of them is potential Kenny, a bunch of obviously fake pictures. They claim to be from Germany, but they're actually from Nigeria. So I don't know what's up with that follower. I don't follow them back. But a lot of your followers, you look at them, and they're not verified, and they're actually verified in other countries instead of your own. Mine says I'm in the United States, which is true. I am in the United States. Yeah, I don't know what else is going on other than me talking for a while. It's been a little while, not that long, but I'm still talking as if it's important and everything when it's not. As I awkwardly play with a little Fiji water label that I ripped off the top of the bottle of Fiji water. I ripped off the little label that says Fiji on it. And here it is, Fiji. You guys won't see that right away because it's a little delayed, obviously. I think I have it set to the higher delay, not the lowest delay possible, at least. And now I have a back label only. I have a sticky water bottle I can hold like this. Watering bottle hand. Water bottles in general. But I'm not like, am I live? I don't know. I think mine's live. Like I'm looking at my own stream and it says it's live on mine, but I feel like it's a little more delayed than it should be maybe. Burp. We are live, you know? We're just talking. I'll try to do this more often, I think. Try to go live again. I'm not expecting much out of it, of course. Not expecting to get much out of it other than harassment, if anything. Whatever else happens also happens. I'm not sure what else happens though, you know. Not sure what else to do or what else to say, but I'm gonna say something anyway, I guess. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna talk and you're not gonna listen. Maybe you are gonna listen, I'm not sure. Looking at some of my fake friends. My fake Twitter friends investigating pictures. Fake, things are fake sometimes, you know? A lot of fake things out there. I'm just looking at random stuff about some comedian that doesn't like AI. That made the news apparently. Some racist Karen got off ranting or something. I don't like the word Karen that much. I don't know. Karen. I wonder how people got named Karen. People being called Karen. A racist Cinnabon worker got fired or something. That's new. That's news to me. I don't know what's going on. I guess you know what's going on. It's on Daily Mail. It's not exactly a reliable source at all. But she's 43 and she works at Cinnabon. Of course, I don't have much of a job. I don't have a job myself, so I can't judge someone for working at Cinnabon. You got people here, I guess, as it says, but I don't know how to believe you. I don't trust YouTube's analytics until days after the actual thing comes through. It seems a little random at times, honestly. It seems quite random when the numbers give you. Yeah, numbers just went down to 93, okay. Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at more stories and everything. Story is I'm streaming and not saying much, so I don't know what else is going on other than me talking at you. It's at rather than to, because Tappa Tappa Tappa. That's a Lisa thing. Lisa Simpson reference. Or, yeah, something with Lisa Simpson a little bit. I don't watch New Simpsons at least. I'm not a fan of those anymore. So I can't promise you good times, but I can promise you that I'm streaming. Obviously, I am streaming because I'm on the stream talking right now. I'm looking at the YouTube situation and everything. My apartment is clean-ish by my standards. Check my phone. It's going on that. I don't think it's on my phone. Looking at the phone is I think interesting other than Scrabble Go, which is an ad-infested paradise. If you want to call that ad-infested paradise, it's not kind of strange phrase. I play with my dad in Scrabble. I owe him a turn, I guess. You can get something good again. But he hasn't played recently, apparently. I thought you played. These games are too gamified. There's too much junk on some of these games. Too much randomness. Not randomness. I mean, it's too much slowdown and ads popping all over the place. But they gotta make money. They gotta make money on their games. They can't just give out for free. They have to have ads or charge people for something. You can't just have a free game and not make any money off it. You have to have a bunch of advertising, pay per click or pay per impression or whatever. I used to run ads on my crappy websites. Never made much though until my friends started doing stuff with that and made a lot of money. He made so much that he set off the Google alarms and we didn't have that anymore after like about a year or two of doing Google advertising on his blogs. He set off some detection systems, whatever, and they decided it wasn't legit, and they stopped letting us do AdSense on that account. Now reading about jellyfish. I don't really like jellyfish. The idea scares me. I don't want to get stung by jellyfish. I don't want to swim with the jellyfish either. It's not a very fun idea. It seems a little painful if you don't do it right. Well, there's no way to do it. There's no way to do swimming with jellyfish strong, right? Is there? And it doesn't seem like a bad idea to begin with. Oh, swimming around with jellyfish, knowing they're there. But they're kind of small, aren't they? I think they're smaller than they look, or do you think they are? They can be huge. I guess they can be very different size. Now I'm stuck on Reddit. Stuff about jellyfish, raising jellyfish or keeping jellyfish as pets. How big do they get is another question. Not really something. I'm not really interested in marine biology, but it popped. I was watching some Friends clips and the whole thing where Chandler peed on Monica to get the jellyfish thing away. I looked that up. You're not supposed to pee on jellyfish things. That's propaganda by the urine industry. I don't know. It's propaganda. It's incorrect stuff. That's rather incorrect information provided by the Friends TV show. Not accurate at all. Apparently, this not something you're supposed to do. It's jellyfish things. You're not supposed to pee on them. But friends taught you, or sort of taught you, that you're supposed to pee on jellyfish things, but you're not. And it's one of those things I learned, that you're not supposed to pee on jellyfish. I looked that up, and you're not supposed to. Not supposed to pee on jellyfish things. Don't pee on jellyfish either. They wouldn't like that. They'll get you stinged. Boop, boop, beep, beep. Alright, it's been about an hour, I guess. I don't know, it's been not quite an hour. I thought it's been an hour, but no. Has not been an hour yet, because I wasn't actively streaming when I said I would be. I took a little extra time to do it. A little too much time to stream. So it was a little slower than it should have been. A little bit of rambling going on in the beginning, a little struggle to get it set up, but I did set it up eventually. viewership is not like dwindling; it's sort of steady. We have 3 people that, like 3 or 4 people consistently watching the whole thing, so that's not bad, I guess. All these people are watching it, you know. At least there's no one watching at all. That's better than no one watching. Better than not having any active viewership, whatever you call it. I guess viewership is the right word, because that is the word to use. Just looking at my YouTube channel, my stats, whatever else you want to call those too. My shorts, my live streams, the views, the hours and everything, you know. Because YouTube randomly updates the views. I don't think it's an active, they have accurate numbers constantly for the viewership. They just keep it updated occasionally, and then it slows down and speeds up, whatever. It doesn't really mean anything. The numbers you see when you're actively streaming are not 100% accurate. Obviously, mine are lower than the average streamers by a long shot, but yeah, streams are, you know, they get views, they don't get views, whatever. It just sort of happens or doesn't happen. We want jellyfish even more. I don't know what. I don't care about jellyfish, but I'm reading about them on Quora now. These giant pieces of jellyfish. You guys don't care about jellyfish. I don't know what you care about, what you don't care about. I don't even know who you are even. I know that you have your opinions and your values and your views, and you have the right to hold those, even if I disagree with them. I can't control what other people say or think or do, or what they eat, or the air they breathe. I can't control anything other people. Just reading more Quora junk unrelated to what I was reading before. Just browsing the internet, you know? Incoherently talking, browsing the internet, and expecting you to watch me when I don't do anything at all. Just sitting here talking a little bit and holding my stream going, just talking and ranting, or I don't know, I'm not like ranting at all. Just talking, I guess. That's the best way to put it, is talking. Just talking at you guys as if there's something going on. Looking at my views and how people are finding the stream, how people are finding my videos, everything. You know, how are people finding stuff is always a question that content creators have. How are they finding my content? How are they engaging with it? I don't really make much content, and then when I do, it's usually old content, not even rehash, just actively old content uploaded directly the same as it was before originally. And I do a couple a week, you know, new content, a couple of those content things a week, and see what happens. You know, just add new things. And I don't know what else to do. I think I'm gonna wind down in a little while. People are here, and I'm streaming, and I'm talking, but there's not much going on, so I might just let you guys go at some point. This is the first test out the streaming, to see how it goes. I stream a little bit. Yeah, mission successful. I was able to stream. Thank you for watching. I'm not quite leaving yet. I'm just preparing you for the emotional trauma that comes with me leaving a stream. Thank you for watching. I am leaving at this point. I hope you have a good evening, even though I didn't do much. I hope you enjoyed it.